Hello, welcome back. Now in today's video, I want to talk about something super interesting, and once you can see it, you will not be able to unsee it. This is around the topic of you do not fear failing, you fear success, right? You may be thinking, how can I fear success? I really want it. Like, I want that money, I want that freedom. You fear what success will cost you. Right now, you say you want the big life, right? The freedom, the happiness, the go where I want, like you want it all. But as soon as you get closer to it, the vision gets blurry. You start to downplay what it is that you really want. You make the goal really vague. You tell yourself, do you know what? I'm just not sure what I want. I don't have a specific goal, but I know I want more. Now, a lot of women, when they're in a position, think that they just lack clarity, that they just need to really think about their goal, and the future feels very fuzzy, like very in the distance. And you're like, I don't know what it is. I can't see it, but I know that I'm working towards something. The reason you can't see the future isn't because you lack imagination. It's because a part of you is scared to look over there. A part of you is scared to look into the future. A part of you is scared to see what that more life is going to look like and what it means for you. So what we want to get super clear of is success isn't just about like having more and like living a bigger life. Success is separation. And that's a really harsh truth, that actually when you do become more successful, you're gonna also face some form of separation. And that's because when you are more successful, there's more visibility. So I want you to ask yourself, like, okay, so you want the success, but you're not sure on the vision. Now just be so honest. Where does having more visibility truly sit in your body, right? Let's really think about it. Imagine more visibility. How does it feel to know that the whole world is going to be watching you? How does it feel to know that for you to step into your next level and have even more success, freedom, and money, there's going to be more eyes on you? How does that feel in your body? When you have more success, you're also going to have more responsibility, more clients, more money. How does that feel for you? There's going to be more projections. More people will be judging you, putting their opinions on you. There's also going to be more pressure, right? What if you get the success and then you have to think about, okay, now I have to sustain this. Like, now that I've got it, I've got to keep getting it. What does that look like? What does that feel like? There's going to be more pressure, right? Success is going to come with more pressure. It comes with different rooms. That may also bring in a bit of, do I belong in these rooms? What are these rooms going to look like? Who else is in these rooms, right? Already thinking about that. But also it requires different expectations, different boundaries, different ways of operating. And sometimes that success is going to separate you. It's going to bring in different people. So do you see how we can say, I want more success, I want more freedom, I want more happiness, but then you have to think about that's going to come with visibility, responsibility, projections, pressure, rooms, expectation. That doesn't mean that you can't go for it. It just means subconsciously your brain has already started to think about that. So what happens is that separation is what's causing you to not see the vision, right? Because you're currently here and you want to get up here. So there is going to have to be a jump. So right now, that vision is so dim because you have a fear of what this new life is going to cost you. And that in itself is your subconscious protecting you, saying, I don't want you to see that vision because of what I'm predicting is going to happen. So what's happening is your subconscious is protecting you. It's protecting you because it wants you to stay in the familiar. It wants you to stay where you are right now, because where you are right now, you belong. But also think about it. Right now, you're happy, right? You're happy. You have a sense of a bit of freedom. You have money. You're living a good life. Like, you're actually happy right now. So if you're happy now, why would your brain and your body want you to go up here and sacrifice the happiness you have for something that you're not even sure what it looks like or feels like, or if you're going to be happy here, right? There's a huge risk there. So, okay, you can go for the success, but what's that going to cost you? It's going to cost you belonging, familiarity, family, love, happiness. So this is the part that a lot of people don't actually know, is you can want the success, but your brain and your body have to be on board with it as well. And the reason this is so important is without a goal, you stay in like limbo land, right? You stay in a place where no real drive. So you can say that you want it, but then you're going to procrastinate, you're going to avoid growth tasks because you don't actually know what you're working towards. You don't actually know if you can have the thing. You don't fully believe it. When you think about a future version of you, you do a vision board, you can do all these pretty pictures, but you can't see yourself in the image. You can't place yourself in that future version of you because your subconscious is like, but what do we have to lose to get there? What's that going to cost us? So that's why you just stay stuck, because you don't have a vision of the future, not because you're not clear on it, but because of what the future may cost you, for who you have to become, who potentially gets left behind as well. So what happens is you start saying things like, I don't know exactly what I want yet. I'm open to the future. I don't really have a plan, but and I'm sure it will come to me. But deep down, and I mean deep down, you know what you want. always known what you've wanted. You just don't feel safe admitting the scale of it. You don't feel safe truly going after it. You don't feel safe saying the thing that you really want because it feels so uncomfortable, where a part of you is like, no, come back. Don't say that. We don't want that. Like, no, like, who are you to want that? Like, we're not going to be able to handle that. There's going to be so many internal thoughts and narratives stopping you from fully going for the thing that you want. And that's why you're not going for it. That's why you're still here. That's why you don't have a vision. That's why the vision is blocked. Not because you're bad at visualizing, because you can't place yourself in a different reality because of the fears that are stopping you. So when someone's vision stays out of reach, it's because you're not allowing yourself to fully go after it. Brain is already questioning, well, we can't go there because, okay, who comes with me? Who do I have to lose? Or if I have more success and I have more money, will I still be relatable? Will people still love me? Will I still belong? Can I handle being seen at that level? When I get there, am I going to be alone? Am I going to be lonely? Like, am I going to be celebrating with people, or is it just me? So your brain does something super clever, right? I call it like your cheeky subconscious, but your brain does something super clever because it's there to protect you, but it makes the future foggy. It blurs it out. It can even make it black and white. It can even just make it so small and so distant in your mind that you don't have the mental image, because your subconscious is that powerful. I need you to understand that you cannot move towards a future you refuse to see or you don't feel safe going after. And there's a really heartbreaking realization which I had with a client, which I'm going to do another video on, where you have to admit that you've been shrinking your dreams to maintain connection. You've been shrinking the life that you really, really want to stay relatable, to stay connected, to stay in this sense of belonging, because you're so scared that if you go after the thing, what the hell it's going to cost you. And of course, that's normal. I want to normalize that for you. Like, that's not a bad thing. That makes you human. But at the same time, you also know deep down that you do want more, that you want more freedom, more love, more success, more happiness, whatever success actually looks like to you, like whatever it looks like and means to you. So now what I want to do is I want you to just imagine being able to want what you want without guilt, without downplaying the vision, without trying to stay relatable, without just like keeping yourself small, right? Imagine being able to actually want what you really want, fully own it. Imagine if you owned your goals. Imagine if you own the big and powerful life you really want. Imagine just being like, oh, I fucking want this. Yes, let's go. Imagine having that much energy, that much conviction in yourself that this is the life that I want and nothing is going to stop me. In order to do that, this is where the identity and the subconscious work comes into play. What we want to do is we want to disrupt current subconscious fears that are stopping you from having the vision. I'm actually going to put a screenshot up here. The camera moves with me, but I'll put it over here. It's not working. But inside my Disrupt the Pattern program, one of the core pillars that I am helping ambitious women with is actually getting clear on your vision, right? It's actually knowing what it is that you want and unleashing that within you, unleashing your truest desires by us unblocking the vision. You see an image, but it's not fully there. It's quite small. It's quite distant in your mind right now. It's kind of over there. And you can briefly see it. You can briefly see the life that you want, but in your mind, that mental image is tiny. What we want to do is we want to fully own it and bring that image in. I'm going to make it bigger, brighter, bolder, actually be able to see it. And then we're going to find out, okay, what is scary about that? What do you feel you're going to have to give up to get there? What's the subconscious fear? Then when we do this, you can finally look at the life that you want without flinching, without downplaying, without being like, no, push away, I don't know if I want it, like I want it, but I don't know. And it just causes all of this like, right feelings. We want you to be calm, certain, clear, decisive, and owning it, because when you own it, you can have it. But if your brain and body are like, well, we don't actually know if you want this, like, actually this is a bit scary, you're not going to be able to fully send it and fully go for it, right? And that's why you're kind of like, you're on the playing field, but you're playing small, or like you're on the sidelines and you're cheering everyone else on, but you don't know if you're going to make it onto the field. I want you on the field, you want you on the field. So what we need to do is we need to stop negotiating with your potential. We need to stop dimming that vision. We need to bring it in and actually make it bigger. Own the vision and understand what is stopping you from fully own it. What's the fear? And then we're going to start building it. If you're thinking, I need to wait to get clarity on my goal, I need to wait to know what I really want to work with you. You do not wait for clarity. We build the clarity, okay? Inside my world, I really do give ambitious women a safe space to like really not just like dream big or wish big, but I give you the space to walk into your future self, where you stop wishing for it and dreaming for it and go one day. When you work with me, you're giving yourself permission to walk into your future self, to disrupt the patterns of the past, to fully own who you are and what it is that you really want, and to create that success, right? To actually be like purpose driven and identity led. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, you want some more information, DM me the word success on Instagram. As always DM me on Instagram. Let's first of all see if we're a right fit, if you're a right fit for the program, if I'm the right coach for you. Then let's get clear on your vision and disrupt any pattern that's stopping you from fully going for it. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please hit like and subscribe if you're liking these videos so far, and I'll see you in the next video.